Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just bringing you a new deck here. This is B-Town. I just started playing the Magic the Gathering Arena on mobile and on PC. And this is a deck that I just built for myself. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over it. It's a really good deck. I've won 3 games in a row with it so far. Um, First off, you've got Dragon's Disciple. This is the Dragon and Dwarf deck, okay? So your point of this deck is use the Dwarves to make treasure tokens to make the Dragons, and so on and so forth. We got the Dragon Disciple. That's the only human that's in this deck, and that the reason that's in there is we all know Dragon's Disciple is if you show a dragon card in your hand, you get a Ward 1 on your dragon, so that's why that's there. We've got Steadfast Paladin Dwarf, that's a lifelink dwarf. We've got Magda, the Brazen Outlaw, so it gives other dwarfs +1, +0, and then whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, you create a treasure token. And then you also have sacrifice 5 treasure tokens, search your library for an artifact or dragon card, put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. So you can play any dragon you want for 5 treasure tokens for free. We got two Orbs of Dragonkind. We've got 2 Vault Robbers, so once you exile a creature card from your graveyard, you create a treasure token. We've got 2 Shatterskull Smashings, which is the DPS effect, and it's also a land if you don't need the DPS and you need land, so you you need that at that time. So you can use it either way you want, and it does do some pretty good damage. I think it's like for 8 mana you can put 12 damage on the board, so it's a really good card. We've got the Plundering Barbarian, so basically when he enters, you can just create a treasure token. We've got the Frost Tyrant Dragon for white. Um, Fine Vigilance. He's a good creature to have, and when he dies, you get the equipped creature gets the +2 whenever it attacks target defending player controls. So that's good too. Now we've also got Torbran, Thane of Redfall. If a red source you control would do damage to an opponent or an opponent permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +2 instead. So that's really good for dealing out damage and taking out creatures. So your Goldspan's doing 6 damage when you hit something. Now we got the Goldspan, which is flying haste, and then every time it attacks, you create a treasure token. Plus, it makes all your treasure tokens worth 2 mana instead of just 1. We've got the adult gold dragon, which is flying, lifelink, and haste. That explains itself. That's why we have him. And then we've got Hofri Ghostforge. I believe I'm saying that right. So spirits you control have +1/+1 and have trample, which that only affects your creatures if they've died. So they come back with a +1/+1 counter. And his ability is whenever a non-creature token you control dies, exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a spirit in addition to its other types, and it has when this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to its owner's graveyard. So you once it dies, you can still use the thing of the vault robber if you have to. So it kind of works in there. And then finally we have the Inferno of Star Mounts. So that's our big bad 6/6 damage putting out dragon. And he's got the flying haste and then the +1/+0 for every red mana. Lands, we've got a Cave of the Frost Dragon. Might up that to 2 actually, Cave of the Frost Dragons, instead of just 1. 5 plains, 6 mountains. We've got 4 of the Never Needleverge or Needleverge Pathway, the white and red card. We've got 4 Temple of Triumphs, and we've got 2 Wind-Scarred Crags, which the Wind-Scarred, they give you gain 1 life, and the Temple of Triumph is scry 1. So I think all in all, it's a pretty good deck. It's pretty strong. You can put out some pretty quick treasure tokens, which allows you to get out your big bads faster in the game. And it has a little bit of life link with your Steadfast Paladin and your adult gold dragon, so that's good to have too. But ultimately, that's what I have for this live or for this video, is just showing you guys these cards and this deck. I'm gonna start trying to make some more of these. when I make my own decks and come up with stuff and my own ideas um, to bring to you guys. So if you would follow the channel, make sure to like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and keep in tune for future updates. This channel is kind of a little bit of everything. It's been through its ups and downs. I was doing Call of Duty at first, and then I did some time with where I changed the channel name to YouTube Tips and Tricks, and we did tips and tricks for people with their YouTube channels. And now I've went back to gaming and I'm doing this, and I'll probably pick up like maybe Destiny 2 or some other games in the future as well. So all in all, we're back to a gaming channel, and primarily right now we're focusing on Arena. Arena will always be around. We'll always have videos for it, but we'll probably also have some different gameplay videos as well. But once again, my name is B-Town. It's been a pleasure talking to y'all, and thank you, and subscribe to the channel. Bye.